Hello ladies and gentlemen, everyone fuss between, my name is Toons. Hey, I'm doing another one of those like unscripted movie reviews that I've done a few times now. Sorry that it's like actually so close from the last time I did one of these. I know it's kind of lazy content, but I kind of wanted to talk about this one mainly because this is one I really fucking liked actually, unlike the last one. So literally a day ago, as the time I'm recording this, I watched the Amazing Digital Circus finale, and I really liked it. Spoilers by the way, in case you want to like not go into spoiler free at all with it, like I just wanted to talk about this for my sake and no one else's. But yeah, no, like, what do you want my general thoughts? I liked it. I don't know if that's like a controversial stance. I know when like it was getting leaked, everyone was talking about how it was like the worst piece of shit ever. I magically stayed away from all those leaks. Literally, this is one of the few times I like ever have deleted Twitter. And I don't know if I'm really planning on reinstalling it because Twitter is an actual cesspool because Elon Musk is a fascist. I don't know if that's gonna be a controversial stance or not. I haven't watched anyone's review on it. I try to avoid like watching reviews on these like especially unscripted videos when they're supposed to be like my raw feelings on stuff. And I also just really don't like being on like the same bandwagon, even though my last two videos are technically bandwagon videos where I've talked about how much I hate something, even though it's like the really popular thing. I assure you, I try to avoid being like a part of a hate mob. I could see some people not really liking this for some parts of it. Like, I think what they did with, like, once again, I'm gonna get real quick, like, last warning, spoilers, what they did with Kane, I could see a lot of people thinking it's like, oh, like, kind of defeats the whole point of, like, the last episode. And I could get that. I think that's very valid and fair. I don't necessarily agree, anyway, because I really liked what they did with him. I think his pseudo-redemption arc was kind of cool. I really liked the scene of it. I think that was good. Even though, like, I don't even think they needed to necessarily bring him back. But I liked how they did. And I could see a lot of people being upset about that, and that's completely fair. I also could see a lot of people thinking the ending was a little bit too happy, and that's fair. I could definitely see that. I honestly was expecting a lot more of, like, a downer ending. A part of me was genuinely expecting some fucking, I don't know, like, I have no mouth and I'm a scream, like, slug ending level shit. But honestly, I think that was always just a little bit of a crazy fucking talk from me for forever even thinking it was going to go to that direction. It did make me cry, and that's not necessarily impressive. My heartstrings are really easy to play with. But yeah, no, it was really sweet. I loved all the stuff with Jax. I can kind of see some people thinking he takes up too much of the series, but I think he was always destined that he was going to be a very important character. I loved all of it with him. It was really good. I really liked that. Like, what do you call it? I really liked how he was shown off to get extracted. I liked how it kind of just happened, like, off camera. I know some people may hate that shit. I thought that actually added so much to it. I also think it, like, like, I really like Zubal's line about how, like, they were pretty like, fucking, like, yeah, of course Jax would do it at, like, the most inconvenient time. And I like that. The other, what do you call it, thing with it that I really, what do you call it, kind of liked, like, I loved, actually, was just kind of how fucked up Jax kind of was at points, like Zubal, like, having, like, the fucking, like, calling them, like, something like gender freak. I can't, like, recall it direct quotes because I wasn't taking any notes, but, like, fucking goddamn, bro, they even call someone gay. I'm, like, 95% sure there's a censored slur. Like, Jax, what the fuck, man? Yeah, I loved it. I loved hearing all that. I'm gonna be honest, I had so much characterization. I loved it. I also liked his backstory. I also really liked Ribbit and Cosmo. Kaufmo. What? Cosmo? Not Very Odd Parents character. But no, Kaufmo and, like, what do you call it? Ribbit. I loved what they did with those two. Really good characters. I don't know why Ribbit is, like, the sluttiest design ever. Yeah, I don't know why, like, she has, like, the most fucking curvaceous, like, fucking waist, and then, like, has literally, like, the meme whore eyes. But I really liked it. I liked the scene with Jax and them talking, where they totally ended up having sex. Speaking of which, there was, in fact, technically a sex scene, so that's pretty awesome, isn't it? I'm not going to say exactly how it happened, but you know. I'm also a really big fan of the fact that they did use, like, live action parts of it. I'm a very big fan of that. I'm totally disappointed that they didn't look like the Before the Circus thumbnail guy. I'm very disappointed Jax didn't look like Charlie Kirk and was, really good at bowling or something like that. I've never watched this video and I probably never will, but the thumbnail is the best thing ever. I like that everyone felt like they kind of got a moment. I'm like, even though, like, Jax took up, like, a lot of it and he was a very big deal, I don't think he, like, stole the whole thing. Like, and I think that was good. I think that was really good. I really like that. I really like that he did not steal the whole thing. Like, I like that everyone got a moment. Sure, other people are prioritized a lot more than others, but, like, I'm glad everyone at least got a moment. That was sweet. I also do like that even though it was a happy ending, no one Like, none of the characters that abstracted necessarily unabstracted. I like that. I was going to be really annoyed if there was like a cop-out, like, undo button with that necessarily. I was going to be really mad about that, and I'm glad there was none. And just Jax literally being the only one that does abstract in the cast makes it somehow feel really small, even though it's not that much different because it's just one member gone. But the cast feels really small by the end, but I liked it. I liked that a lot. I like that they had to try to figure things out with it. I like that Jax didn't get to be put in that fucking dark void like every other abstracted character. Like, they kind of figured it out for at least a little bit. There was no undoing with it, but I liked it. I liked what they did with all that. Pretty cool, if you ask me. Also, my movie theater experience was shockingly not that bad. I was expecting, like, honestly, a little bit of it to be, like, fucking goddamn Minecraft movie level shit, which I think I'm just an inherently really lucky person when it comes to, like, the movie theaters. I know movie theater etiquette has gotten really, really bad recently, but I have been, like, comically lucky because, what do you call it? Like, even when I went to go see the Minecraft movie in theaters, I had, like, no one yelled chicken jockey, do all that shit. It was really, really quiet experience. Like, actually, everyone, like, you know, respected the rules of watching a fucking movie. So yeah, no, I'm glad I didn't have that ruined at all because people are stupid and think it's funny because they want to clip farm their fucking funny movie experience. I genuinely think TikTok has ruined movie theater etiquette. But yeah, no, I've shockingly had great movie theater experiences throughout my life. But I'm gonna be very real. If you plan on seeing it, don't be surprised, depending on your area, that there might be like the worst fucking movie theater etiquette, like fucking etiquette of all goddamn time. Like, I think the most, like, it's sure there's people talking for the theater, and that's kind of annoying. I think the most bad it got was like fucking, what do you call it? At the, like, the first, like, episode, like, episode 8. And that's not that big of a deal. I've already seen episode of 8, so no problem there. I also did like all the merchandise they did for the movie. Like, I looked at it. Because, you know, spoiler alert, even though, like, by the time I've already warned you, like, there's a QR code for merchandise. I'm not going to show it because I don't want to leak anything or anything like that, even though I don't think it's actually completely harmless if I did, but I don't want to do it just for that sake. I also really liked the dumbass Zach Hadel fish being the opening of the goddamn movie. I know, it's such a dumb humor joke, but I fucking love that fucking thing. It shouldn't be funny to me. It really fucking shouldn't. I know, I'm like a fucking child. And I find this thing the funniest gag in the whole series. I don't know, Zach Hadel, just no matter what he's saying, it just sounds kind of funny. They also did tackle, like, some pretty heavy, somewhat heavy subject matter. I mean, like, I'm not gonna be like that, oh, Digital Circus for kids, yeah, think again, fucking Twitter post thing. I mean, it is kid-friendly. It's not gonna act like that, but it was pretty heavy hitting at points. But yeah, no, I'm not trying to be like, oh yeah, think again, Digital Circus for kids. It's kid-friendly, of course, but I loved it. I cried. I'm a little bitch. I'm also a really somewhat easy to please person when it comes to things. Sometimes, I don't know, maybe I'm just a filthy little, like, fucking consumer that will continue to buy Glitch Production merchandise. That's not even true because I don't even give a shit about, like, the past 2 Glitch shows. I really only care about Gaslight District after Digital Circus, so I don't know. Maybe we'll see if the other ones become cool. That's a completely different tangent, though. But yeah, in the grand scheme of things, I think this is still, like, probably my favorite online or independent funded show of, like, all time. And I don't know if it's going to be surpassed for a while. Because I loved it. I loved every episode of this series. The pilot's, like, kind of, like, not very good in retrospect, but everything else is fucking amazing. And to be honest, that's pretty fucking awesome, dude. That's pretty awesome. But yeah, thanks for listening to my unscripted rambling. I know, fucking several unscripted videos recently. I know, that's kind of getting a bit much. I promise I'm working on actual videos recently, and a future collab. So yeah, being tuned in for all that. Until next time, I'll see you all later. Bye.
And I'll be seeing you soon, victim of the moon. Whoa, victim of the sun and moon. Whoa, victim of the moon and sky. Whoa, victim of the moon. And it ain't right to feel this